everyone, it's Becky,
I'm Sarah.
and we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Love and Olives by Jenna Evan Welch, which I think I got off of NetGalley, maybe?
Yeah? Yes. Let me do the checking. You tell us about it.
And so this book is about Liv, who is just finishing her junior year of high school. She lives in Seattle with her mom, her younger brother, her younger half-brother, who likes to pretend to be a ninja, and her stepfather. And her real father kind of like walked away from them when she was 8, so almost 10 years ago. And Liv has kind of compartmentalized that and become what she thought everybody should think she would want to be. So she has this like perfect boyfriend and all this stuff, but she really wants to be an artist, but she doesn't want anybody to know that. She finds out that her dad, who was a huge Atlantis hunter, and he has moved back to Greece, and he wants her to come help him film a documentary about his search for Atlantis for the National Geographic Channel. She doesn't want to go. Her mom's kind of like, you have to go. So she goes to Santorini. And once she gets there, she meets this boy who's been helping her dad like make the documentary, who's only a year older than her. And she's kind of learning about her dad and about her heritage. And she's got this boy Theo now, who she's kind of got a thing for, but she's got this boyfriend back in Seattle, and there's all sorts of secrets that are unrevealed. I don't really want to go more than that because I hate to give away plot points.
Right. This was my favorite of the Love and series. I didn't like the other two. I actually really liked this one, and I think it's because I liked the characters. Because I didn't like the characters in the other book, and I think because I liked Liv and Theo and her dad Nico so much that I was able to kind of move past some of the problems with the book. Oh, and yes, we got it from NetGalley.
Oh, you got it from NetGalley? Okay. So my thing is, I read over 300 books a year. I know it's weird. I do it. Half of those are audiobooks. So I had to go back and look and see what I said about the other books, and I basically feel the same way about this book that I feel about those books. Like, it's fine. It's a YA realistic fiction book. The books always have love in the title, but there's not a lot of romance. But in this one, you can be like, well, it's also about her relationship with her family, so you have that level of love. The settings are interesting. I really never like connected with Liv. I never really connected with Theo. It was just like a pleasant book. It was too long. It's 500 pages long.
See, and I didn't feel those 500 pages. Like, I know that it was, but I didn't.
I did, and part of the problem is, and I looked, one of the chapters is over 30 pages long. This is a book for 14-year-olds.
We hate long chapters. But
that's just like a pacing thing. Like,
yeah.
And the thing that I found frustrating was I was reading it on my Kindle, and I'm reading it, and like there are places that there should have been chapter breaks. Like the part of the plot ends, the characters start a new thing in a new setting, and it's still part of the same chapter.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, made the book feel so slow.
Well, and I think there are parts of the plot that you really didn't need, and it would have, by taking that out, it would have made the book move faster. For example, you didn't need the Dax storyline. It was
you did not need the boyfriend in Seattle.
You didn't need it.
And it was just like another thing. I did really like,
and I do remember. Oh, sorry, because I really liked that Theo kept giving, because Olive doesn't like to be called Olive. She likes to be called Liv. I loved that Theo was always giving her Olive facts. I thought those were adorable and hilarious.
What was I gonna say? Oh, starting at the beginning of the book, so I feel it's okay saying this. Like, Liv has these things that her dad left when he left them, and I liked that framing it. I thought that was interesting, and
yeah, I did too.
Like, she had these little stories as to the pieces, so like it's slightly like fresher, but to me it just felt very similar to other things. And it's funny. It's like I had basically the exact same reaction to this book that I did the other two books.
See, and I think for me, I enjoyed the setting in this because not only was I fascinated by the Atlantis hunting and all of that, but I felt like we were in Greece in the non-touristy side. I felt like we were in a behind-the-scenes tour of Greece, and I really appreciated that. Like, I liked that they went to this Minoan dig site and all of that. But, like, did they really need to have a storyline of the guy that she talked to on the plane ride over? Like, no.
Right.
That was irrelevant, and it's not, you know.
It kind of also threw me because they keep talking like there's no respected Atlantean hunters. I have probably seen 7 or 8 specials between Discovery Channel, History Channel, National Geographic Channel about people hunting Atlanta and where the myth could take them. So that kind of threw me. I also think I responded better to Luck and Love because I had been there. So like they were talking about places that I had been. Whereas I haven't been to Greece yet.
I don't know. I really liked it.
Should we just rate it?
Yes. Well, actually, I was gonna say though, I think part of it though also was there wasn't enough foreshadowing to certain plot points.
Yes.
Not like the foreshadowing that was taking place really was a big nothing sandwich. Like the guy that she talks to on the plane and like the way certain characters interact, it just like it turned into a nothing sandwich.
There was, yeah, that was more. It was another, like I said, it could have lost 100 pages.
Yeah.
So our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We've got on 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I'm at 4 unicorns. I really enjoyed it. This is like I would start anybody here. Like this is the best to me, best book in the series.
Well, and that's something else we should mention. They're not really interconnected. And I didn't even notice it, but I guess Liv is mentioned in the Love and Gelato, but I only saw that because it was a question on Goodreads. So you don't have to read them in any particular order. I'm at a 3, just like all the other ones. Like, it was fine. I just keep thinking, I'm like, if I get multiple copies of this, how am I going to store them on my shelf? Because these are going to be
because they're super long.
They're going to, yeah, and it's not going to check out enough to validate that much space.
Is it legitimately 500 pages, or is it like 500 Kindle page, like 500 ARC pages?
No, the PDF said 500 pages. Because I kept thinking, I'm like, it can't be 500 pages. It is. It is. So that is where we are on Love and Olives, and we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye.